Today I'm going to review the PZ Tenant app that was just released July 1st, 2019. This is the login page. If you forgot your password or need to reset it, click the Forgot Password. That will generate an email that will be sent to you. If you don't get the email, check your spam or your junk folder. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and log in. Okay, I'm logging in. This is the home page after I log in. We'll click on each one of these and I'll give you a quick demo. The top left hand corner is you can change your primary language, English, French, Spanish, or Chinese. Pretty straightforward. The top right is my current balance. I currently have $1,800 owed in this example. I'm going to go ahead and click the pay button. Now this is going to give you two options. First of all, you'll have where you have to pay the whole invoice, or you can do a partial payment. That's determined by your landlord, not by the program. So I'll show you both examples. So I'm going to go ahead and pay this first. I'm going to choose a bank account that I've added. We'll add a bank account here in a moment, or a credit card. I only have one bank account in there, so I'm going to click on that and you'll see the check mark appear. Make sure the check mark appears. And then here's my two invoices. I have two July and August invoice outstanding. I can pick and choose which invoice to pay, or I can just pay them both. And then it tells me my processing fee is estimated to be $1, so I will be charged, since I've selected both invoices, I'll be charged $1,801. Hit the pay button and it'll confirm and pay using my ACH bank that I've selected. The other option is if your landlord allows you to do partial payments. So I'm going to pause this recording and I'm going to turn that on and then come back here. Okay, so I just went in as a landlord and allowed partial payments. So let me back out of this and refresh, and then you'll see the new partial payment button right there in the middle. So there's the enter partial payments. You may or may not see this. Again, it's up to your landlord. But if I do enter partial payments, click on that. This is invoice 1 of 2. It's noted in the top right hand corner. I have a balance for my July invoice of $900. I'm going to select that I want to pay that, and I can change the amount. Suppose I want to pay $450. Hit next. Then this is invoice 2 of 2. This is my August invoice. I can pay that whole amount, $900, and when I hit pay, or I can go back to my previous screen and hit pay, it's going to confirm $1,350. Now I never did select my bank account or credit card to pay with, so I'm going to go ahead and choose that. Hit my only bank account in there. If I hit pay, then it'll pay that $1,350. Okay, so I'm not going to pay that. The other option is to add and verify your payment method. So when you need to add a credit card or a bank account, I'm going to click on that. I can add a credit card. Your landlord has to be set up to accept credit cards, so you'll get a not available message if they don't have that set up. I'm going to add a bank account. I have two options. I could do an instant verification or manual verification. We'll start with the instant. That basically just allows you to log into your bank account online using your credentials, and then it'll get instant verification, or you could do a manual. Take a moment and read through that, but if we do instant verification, it'll load up a list of banks. You type in your bank that you bank with. We'll just choose BB&T. And then this username and password is your bank username and password, not PZ Tenant or PropertyZar or anything else. Okay? So you log into your bank. Once you sign in, it may ask you, depending on your bank, it may ask you some security questions, whatever. Just follow those steps, and once you're successful, it'll come back and say you're verified. If you don't do the instant verification, or if your bank doesn't support it, and some banks do not, then you can do a manual. And what happens when you do a manual, you simply type in your name on the account, which typically be your name, your routing number, account number, confirm your account number, and then hit save. We do not store any bank account information in PropertyZar. None of this information is stored. It's all just passed to the payment provider, whoever that is, whether you choose check or credit card. So we store nothing of that nature. Once you hit save here, is going to trigger 2 micro deposits. And the first screen explains that. But basically, in the next 1 to 2 business days, you will see two small deposits into your bank account. Let's say 21 cents and 35 cents or something of that nature. So in 1 or 2 days, you'll come back here, you'll click Add Verify Bank Method, and then down here you'll choose Verify Bank Account. And all you do here is put in your first credit amount, let's say it was 22 cents. The second one, let's say it was 35 cents in my example, and then you hit the green button at the bottom that says Verify. Now mine already says has been verified, so mine says already verified, but yours would say please verify or something of that nature. Okay. So that's it for verifying your bank account. You only do that one time. Now that's if you do the manual as opposed to the instant. Okay, so you have both options. All right. So that's adding a bank account and or credit card. Credit card is pretty straightforward. Just choose the credit card option and enter your credit card info. And the same thing, we don't store any credit card information in PropertyZar. So that's the partial payments, the full payments, adding a bank account with instant verification or with manual verification. Okay. Lease ends just gives you information about your lease, when it started, what your lease amount is. Insurance and utilities, this is a great utility. It helps you get started with your new move in your property. You can see how it works. Click the video. It will help you set up your internet, your telephone service, your trash service, your electric, any utilities that you need installed. It'll also help you update your mailing addresses, your forwarding address to your new property. So it does a lot of neat things. You also get a lot of discounts through this as well. So it's usually a little bit cheaper for you to use something like this as a tool to set up all your utilities and moving procedures that normally take place. Okay, so it's a really cool feature. Check it out. You'll save some money as well. The next one is communicate. This will allow you to communicate with your landlord. So type in the subject, the notes, and send an email or text. You can communicate either way. All communication is logged, so all of this will be logged. And if you need to submit a work order, if you have a problem with the unit, you can put the description, broken screen door, for example. Maintenance, it defaults to maintenance on the work type, and the priority defaults to medium. If you need to change it, you can hit the drop down, scroll and pick what is the best description of it. I'm going to do move, replace. Priority, it defaults to medium. You can change it if you need to. Work to be performed, replace screen door. Entry allowed, yes. Any special entry instructions, after 10 a.m. or watch out for the dog, watch out for the cat, and that sort of thing. If you need to take a picture, you can take a picture with your camera or load from your library. I'll go ahead and load from my library. I took one earlier, just some junk stuff. We'll just pick this one right here. Then it loads up the image. You can take more pictures. You can upload more pictures of the screen door. And hit save. And now the work order was saved successfully. Okay. If you want to view your work orders, click on the view work order down here on the bottom left. This will show you all your outstanding work orders. If I click on the broken screen door down at the bottom that we just put in, you'll see the description, the vendor. It has not been assigned by the landlord. The landlord will review it and then usually assign it to a vendor to go repair. When they do, you'll see the vendor's name, who will be coming out to repair it. The work order status, as that changes, you'll see it, and that's done by the landlord. The work start date, the completed date, again, that's all updated by the landlord, but you'll be able to see it here. Okay. And then the last one is the ledger. If you want to look at your financial ledger, you can click on that. It shows all your invoices, all your payments, and what your current balance is. If you want to email this ledger to yourself, just click the email button. It'll email it to yourself, and then you can print it out, see a bigger picture, whatever. Of course, you can turn your phone sideways too and view a bit larger image as well. That's the review of the PZ Tenant app, released July 1st, 2019.